Back, everybody. So we had Luke Holman on earlier. Now we are going to have on Billy Amick, aka Billy Barrels, maybe the coolest nickname out there in college baseball right now. As a matter of fact, t-shirt line dropped with our sponsor, the Athletic Collection. You can go out there and get it. Support Billy. Billy, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Yeah, man. So obviously you got the nickname because you have been, hitting absolute nukes. Part of what I just told you, I feel like is the best offense. Obviously had some struggles this past weekend. I feel like y'all get corrected. I know the guys on your team obviously know how Tony V works. But you came from the ACC. It was your first weekend to SEC play, man. I don't know if you were aware of the home and away splits. Last year it was crazy. The stats, the home team always won this year. Starts off same way, 7-0. And so I asked you, man, y'all are on the road. What was that environment like? Just how tough is it to play on the road in the SEC?
Yeah, the environment's great. It's like you said, every SEC school has passionate fans, about their sport, and that was that. I mean, it was cool to see. Honestly, it just the fans coming out. Even we had a kind of a crappy weather weekend, but there were still some Tennessee fans there, and then obviously it was a lot of Alabama fans there. But it was a cool environment. And yeah, I'm ready to get the home stretch going.
Yeah, no doubt. Y'all are fixing to have a long stretch at home. And I know you have obviously, played at Lindsey Nelson, but not for an SEC series. I don't know how much and Tennessee Ole Miss kind of started a thing. Obviously it started in football and it carried over into basketball and then it really went into baseball. I was there 2 years ago, Billy. I don't know if you heard. They thought they would try to troll Tennessee, come out. Lane Kiffin would throw the first pitch, throw a golf ball, and Tennessee would drop a 10 spot on their head in the first 3 innings, and just absolutely light them up. I watched as the Ole Miss faithful left very early, and so it's kind of came a thing between Tennessee and Ole Miss. So I imagine your fan base is going to be extra rowdy, excited, especially after the struggles of Alabama. So I mean, just how excited are you to host Ole Miss this weekend? Who's man? Let's be honest, they're coming off big wins against South Carolina, so they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I had not heard about that story until you just said it, but that is crazy. But yeah, we're excited to get to play at home. We have some of the best fans in the country, in my opinion, and they're really fun to play in front of. And yeah, we definitely got a big week, coming on up ahead. We got game tomorrow first, so but yeah, I'm ready to keep SEC play rolling and get started at home. I've heard it's a different ball game once SEC team rolls in here with this crowd. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's none the same, and man, it's why I have it's way on down the road, but the last weekend of the year I will be there when y'all host South Carolina for a reason. I feel like that I only get to go there once a year with me spreading it out thin, and I felt like that one may be a money series, and it's gonna be electric because of that crowd. But let's talk about the Survivor thing. Obviously, the nickname occurred because you're hitting the home runs, and the reason you became a big name on Survivor is you and Charlie Condon, the first two guys to pick up immunity. Because if you hit more than 3 home runs in a week, you're able to get that achievement. And you and him both did that very easily. Talk about just how you're seeing the ball. I talked to Charlie about it, and he talks about just getting in that groove, man, and just that the every swing feels good, feels like you can go up there. Unfortunately, he's getting a treatment now where Georgia's lineup is not like Tennessee. He's being walked at a pretty high rate now, but they can't go around you in your lineup. Y'all are stacked 1 through 9. So talk about just what it's like being in that groove, hitting those bombs.
yeah, there's definitely a groove to it. That's just how baseball works. But when you're seeing the ball well, you kind of I mean, at least I'm not really thinking. I'm just going up there, and my approach is good, and I'm swinging it well. I'm seeing it well, but then once I've had a couple games where maybe I'm not seeing the ball as well. Maybe my hand eye is not feeling as good as it should. Stuff like that. But just keeping a level head and keeping the same approach every day and doing the same routine every day, and just being the same person every day with attitude with the ballpark and being a good teammate. It's really all it comes down to.
Speaking of hand eye, man, I wasn't even gonna bring this up, but I would be remiss if I didn't. Your defense, making web gems on the regular, whether you're hanging over the wall or whether making diving plays. I'm always a believer that defense creates offense, and the more that you do things defensively, I feel like it's just gonna make you that more confident when you step up to the plate. Because I don't know, I think it's a general pride thing, right? And so, man, how good does it feel to be getting it done on the other side too?
Yeah, it feels great. I think I agree with you with that. Just being, involved in the play and, getting your hand on the ball and, whatever it is, making a play, diving, or even the routine play, as long as you're, active in the play. And I think it just keeps you locked in more than anything. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. Last year, obviously DH more than anything. So it's been maybe a bit of an adjustment on my body, but it's been great, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, man. And especially because, with Zane Denton leaving and, everybody was like, Billy's gonna have to hold down the hot corner. You've obviously silenced that. And man, really Tennessee hasn't skipped a beat. And so, like I said, look forward to what y'all got going this weekend. Look forward to how the rest of the game shakes out. I don't you're somebody I've talked to a little bit less than some of the other guys. But I'll put it to you like this, man. Like Charlie and Condon and Ethan Petrie and those guys, I talk to them regularly, and they're very aware of you and see you as a major threat to win it all. They take pride in it, man. It's about beating 31 of your peers. Obviously, there's the prize pool that does involve money, trophies, t-shirt line, shoes, all that, but it's beating, we don't have slouches here and off the bench. All 32 guests are locked and loaded, and you still got two teammates in it too, man. And they've both acquired immunity too. You got Beam, who completed the complete game this last week, which, man, speaks volumes, man. To come out to have a tough start, and finish that whole game, man. Drew's just that guy, and then Blake is on another level, man. You and him, and scared for anybody if SEMO gets it going at the same time as you two. The bombs that are going to leave Lindsey Nelson are going to be unreal. But to have three Tennessee guys, the most by any team, out of the 14 left, I feel good about one of y'all bringing it home, man. But just keep doing what you're doing, grinding, bounce back this week, and man, yeah, sky's the limit.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.